How's it going, my fellow Homo sapiens? This is your boy YuGiOh, and this is a Shadoll deck review. So up to lately, they just updated their Pro, and I noticed a lot of people is playing the Shadoll deck, and it's running really well. So I felt like, you know what, let me put it together, let me see what's the weaknesses to it, and what's the strengths to it. And I actually like the deck, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. First, we're running 3 Shadoll Falcon. Basically what this card does, when it's flipped, it allows you to add 1 Shadoll monster from your graveyard and special summon it on the field and face down defense position. When this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon this card on the field and face down defense position. Not just that, it's a 2-star tuner. Wow. The next card we're running is 3 Hedgehog. When this card is flipped, it allows you to go through the deck and add 1 Shadoll spell or trap card. So good. Not just that, when this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, it allows you to add 1 Shadoll monster from the deck. Now we have Shadoll Lizard. 1800 attack. This is a little bit of the beater. When this card is flipped, it allows you to destroy one monster on the field. Really good to get around those hard to sink rolls or the hard to see. Not just that, when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can send 1 Shadoll monster from your deck to the graveyard. And guess what? That Shadoll is going to get some form of effect. The next one I like is Shadoll Dragon. He's actually the beater of the deck. He's a 1900 attack. When this card is flipped, you can return 1 card on the field to the opponent's hand. So this could be one of your cards or one of your opponent's cards. Not just that, when this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can blow up 1 spell and trap card on the field. Now you gotta keep in mind, if you use this effect and your opponent has no spell and trap cards, you know, you're gonna blow up your own spell and trap cards. So keep in mind, I misplayed it quite a few times with Shadoll Dragon. The next card we're running is actually only 2 Shadoll Beasts. Basically, when this card is flipped, you can draw 2 cards and discard 1 card. The cool thing about this is, you're gonna discard a Shadoll and it's gonna get this effect. 2200 beater, 1700 defense. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you draw 1 card. Wow. So that's all the Shadoll monsters we're running. Now we're running Lumina. Sorry about that. Basically what she does, she's very simple. She's 1700 attack. You can switch her into defense to destroy 1 spell or trap card on your opponent's control, and at the end phase, mill 3. The reason why I'm running her is basically get that background support, destroy their back row. Not just that, I want to mill some cards to make sure I can get some of these Shadoll support. Next one we're running is Lightsworn Riku, wherever how you pronounce his name. I'm real bad when pronouncing these names, people. Now, when this card flips, you destroy 1 card on the field. It's great because it's not limited to a back row or a monster. You just destroy 1 card on the field and you mill 3. Once again, this is a light monster. It allows me to mill, get these Shadolls in the graveyard as fast as possible. The next, we're running 2 Effect Bailers. For some odd reason, ever since I ran E-Dragons, I love Effect Bailer. I put Effect Bailers in almost everything. And because this is a light and dark deck, Effect Bailers work really well. Not just that, they're a 1-star tuner, so I get to do a lot of things. BLS. Great card. So awesome. I mean, the thing about BLS, I didn't have them in the deck at first, but then I noticed I have light monsters, I have dark monsters, and light monsters in here. Why not? Too good. He's a win condition, and not just that, a lot of people scoop up when they see BLS. We're running 2 Chaos Sorcerers. Great card. 6 stars. 23 attack, 2000 defense. You can special summon them. Once again, look, I have a lot of darks and I have a lot of lights in here. Very easy to get out. And not just that, I mean, he helps me to get Bezos out a lot better. A lot faster also. Now we're running Shadoll Fusion. We're running 3 Shadoll Fusion. This is the main card for the deck. And the main reason is you can special summon your Shadoll monsters. And this is what really makes the play. If your opponent has a special summon monster, you can use the fusion materials from your deck. Oh my god, so great, so great. I love this card so much. I never thought I would actually play a deck that I needed to fuse, but the fusion monsters is so great in this deck, and we'll get to the fusion monsters later. Next we're running 3 Super Poly. Oh my god, this card right here make people rage quit. Now, I might limit it down to 2, but right now 3 is working so well. So how this card works is, When this card is activated, you got to discard 1 card from your hand. And not just that, if it's a Shadoll monster, it actually gets its effect. Now, what this card does is, it allows you to fusion the materials. Either your opponent has the materials or you have the materials. Usually, I use this for my opponent's monster. So let's say they have a light monster, and I have a Shadoll. I'm gonna polymerization, take their monster, and go for one of my fusions. Or let's say they're playing Shadolls also, and they have 2 Shadolls on the field. Well, guess what? I'm gonna take their monsters and use it for my material. Such a great card. I didn't see a lot of people playing this. I put it in the deck. It really, really works. It works very well. 2 Soul Charge. I'm gonna take these 2 out. I mean, I feel like Soul Charge is gonna get banned, and it's just not a great card for me. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a good card for win conditions, but I'm really gonna take this out. I really feel like this card is not gonna last in Yu-Gi-Oh long. I'm not liking it too well. I mean, yeah, I can special summon as many monsters at the graveyard as I want, but I'm quite sure either this gonna be limited to 1 or banned. This is too good of a card, and personally, it just doesn't fit my playstyle. Truthfully, I don't like this card at all. We're running 3 Forbidden Lance. I needed something to put in the deck. I didn't know what else to put in the deck, so I put 3 Forbidden Lance in, basically to protect my monsters, to make my opponent monsters a little bit weaker, things of that nature. Then 2 1-of-1s. Oh wow! Believe it or not, these monsters are all spellcasters. What? And it just adds to the draw power. Not just that, it allows your monster to gain 500 attack. So for something small like this, I would use one of these and tribute and draw 2 cards. Such a great card. So that's all for our spells. Now we move on to the traps. Shadoll Roots. Basically, you can special summon this in defense or in attack mode. It has 1450 defense and no, my bad. I'm so sorry about that. It has 1450 attack and 1950 defense. Basically, what this card does, when it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can add 1 Shadoll spell card or spell or trap card from your graveyard to your hand. Really, really good. Not just that, you can use this card to synchro with or to fusion with. And I'm not for sure. I have to look up the rulings, but I believe you can also exceed with these cards. I'm not for sure. But it's treated as a monster and is also a trap. So that's all the spell and traps here. I actually had Word of Decree in here, but I didn't need it. The deck is just so good. So let's go ahead and talk about the fusion Shadolls. The main fusion Shadolls you want is this one right here. So great. Oh my god, like so much better than Fossil Dino. Just a great card overall. This card can't be destroyed by card effects. Right there, it just stops a lot of things. Just right there, just stops a lot. Not just that, both players can only special summon once per turn. So a lot of people need to special summon at least twice. They're going to normal summon, they're going to special summon, then they're going to go for a seed. With this 2200 beater sitting on the field, they can only special summon once. So they have to make their play careful. They got to make those plays well. Such a great card. And when this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add a Shadoll from the graveyard to your hand. A Shadoll card. I believe a spell and trap card. Then we have Shadoll Nifis or whatever. I'm not going to try to pronounce her name. Basically, her effect is when she attacks and she attacks a special summon monster, it's instantly destroyed. Oh my goodness, so great. And when this card is fusion summoned, you can send 1 Shadoll spell or trap card from the deck to the graveyard. And I believe it's 1 Shadoll spell or trap card or 1 Shadoll monster. Now, also, when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Shadoll spell or trap card from your graveyard to your hand. Then we're running 2 Beezles. So much, there's so much power right here. 3,000 attack, 3,000 defense. So good, so easy to get out. I can get them out by having Chaos Sorcerer and Falcon on the field and getting them out, or basically having 2 of these guys, 2 Hedgehogs, and a Falcon on the field. He's so easy to get out. Stardust, I got him in there. I needed something else to put in his place in the 4th to 15th spot, so I just picked Stardust. I haven't went for Stardust at all. Let's see here. He was Sworn. It's Sight Knight. Great card. You have a lot of level 4s in here. Very easy to get out. 101. And the last thing I added to this deck is Star Eater. Oh my god. Here's the thing. This is a 9-star monster. He's a 2-star. 11 stars easily get Star Eater out. A big beater. Your opponent cannot is not affected by card effects in the battle phase, I believe, or in damage step. Such a great card. It's just nothing else to really talk about. You know, just Star Eater is just a great card. And we have 101. It's another 4-star. Let me go ahead and put these two together. It's nothing really special about 101. You can take your opponent monster. Not just that. If it would be destroyed, you can detach to keep it alive. So for the side deck, I really haven't actually made anything for the side deck. I just put some stuff here. So Word Decree, Mistake. Mistake kind of hurts you also, but it just depends. Like if your opponent's playing Bougies or something like that, Mistake's going to hurt them more. This is not my final side deck. I'm going to actually change all this up. And Soul Charge, I kind of took it out the deck and just placed it here. So overall, I feel like this deck is very powerful. Just hands down. You keep fusing these monsters. Each time the monsters go to the graveyard, they're doing something. Either they're adding something from your deck to your hand, or from the graveyard to the hand, or blowing up your opponent's back row, or special summoning something and putting it face down. These cards is really, really great. They have a lot of power, and I feel like they have a lot of potentials. I believe the reason why they're so good at the moment is they just came out, and on Dead Pro, a lot of people haven't figured out how to get around them. A lot of people don't know the effects. They're not reading. I notice a lot of people will flip something and attempt to blow her up. They'll dark hole and attempt to destroy her, and it's like, okay, she cannot be destroyed by card effects. You know, you just wasted a good dark hole. But overall, this deck is great. I can't wait to see it in the US. It's going to get released in, I believe, the Duelist Advent. I believe that's the pack after Primal Origin. And I'm looking forward to this. Now, if there's something I left out, please leave a comment below. If it's something you would add to the deck that would make this deck run better, if you can find something to take out for these 5 cards, definitely let me know in the comment box below. I'm YuGiOh. Thanks for watching. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. And you have a great day.